Yeah, now uh, started now. Yeah, Kirti was in Ashwin, Artistry, and Bhavana Basu. Yeah, if you are ready, you can start the program. Thank you.
Okay, sir, I'll start.
Yeah.
First of all, a very warm good morning to one and all present here, respected sir, and the participants, all my dear friends. So we have gathered here for a performance. Though, so main theme of this gathering is to gain knowledge and to respond to a simultaneous question asked to us. Okay. So fine. Let's do not waste any further do time. So the rules have been changed from yesterday. So Kirti, would you care to explain a bit about that?
Sure, Ashwin. I think you had break the suspense. Okay, no problem. We have changed the rule for the quiz competition because already there are three teams in the tie, and those who organized the previous quiz competitions were so cruel that they hesitate to give us marks. They have given only 5 marks for each questions, but we are so open-hearted. We are giving you 6 marks for each question. Listen up, guys. 6 marks for each questions. Each team has the opportunity to answer 5 questions. Okay, now let me explain the marking system. 4 marks for correct option and answers, and 2 marks for the explanation of your answer that you have chosen. Okay, you got my point? And time is very precious, so have a look on it. And the most important thing you should notice in it is you will get -2 marks if you fail to give a proper explanation. Any doubts, guys? Okay, I think you are good with my logic and topics, so we may move on, Ashwin. Thank you so much. Make sure you don't use Google's because each team consists 5 members, not 6 members. Don't use artificial intelligence or Google's. Thank you, and don't hesitate to change your wallpaper if it consists any personal photos. So be careful, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirti. So that clearly explains the rules. So you would be awarded the total marking would be of 30 marks. The questions would be 5. The screen would be presented by Aarti Shri. Aarti, would you like to start the screen sharing?
Yes, and make sure that the time limit for each question has been reduced to 15 seconds. And the explanation, you have 15 seconds to explain or to decide what you're going to explain. Okay,
And
guys,
that totally gives you 30 seconds for a question.
let's get into it. All the best.
So here comes the so I guess which team is going to answer the first quiz, right? The team members, can you come up, please?
Yes. Yes, Ashwin.
So Ritika, it's your team, right?
Yeah, yes. Good
So
morning,
are you
sir.
ready?
Yeah, ready. Good morning, sir, and good morning, all. Let me move on to the question. The first question is: a carbon steel cooled from the region of austenitic contains 9.1% of carbon of ferrite. What is the percentage of C content in the steel? Option A 0.5%, option B 0.3%, option C 0.2%, and option D 0.1%.
Time starts.
So Sangeeta has been given the option as option D. Ritika, can
Yeah,
you
yeah,
confirm
it's
that is
correct.
that right?
Yeah, it's correct.
Wonderful option, Sangeeta. Can you able to explain your answer? Go back to previous slide, Arti. Can you able to explain your answer? Just give it a try because you'll get extra 2 marks for it. So it will give you a team a great advantage when compared to others. Any ideas? You still have, I think Pavana has the time ticking still.
Yeah.
Just let them know when the time finishes. Thank you.
Time up for explanation.
So here goes your time. So we are moving on to the next question.
Okay, the answering team got 4 marks for the previous question.
Yeah. Second question. What is the eutectoid structure of iron? Option A, cementite. Option B, ferrite. Option C, pearlite. Option D, austenite.
Your time starts now.
Time up.
Yeah, it's right. Option C, pearlite.
I think that was a close call. Am I right, Ashwin?
Yes, it was quite challenging, but the time is up. So you would be awarded 0 point for the question.
Thank you.
So can
Ashwin,
we?
I think that would be very cruel. Can we just give them for a penalty as 2 marks? 2 marks has been reduced for the penalty for late answering, and 2 marks for the right answer. Was the answer was right?
Can I
Yeah,
talk
correct.
for 1 minute? We
Sorry.
have to type no pa. That's why.
But Sangeeta had
Sarah, you
given
can
her
even turn
answer.
on your mic, Sarah. That's the
No problem with
challenge
that.
of rapid fire round, right? You have to give the answers in instance.
Yeah. Okay.
Try for the
Thank you for
So
explanation.
it's
understanding.
okay. We would be awarding you 2 marks since it's not been so delayed.
Try for the explanation.
Would you like to give an explanation for your answers? That would award you a total of 4 marks.
I don't know.
So there it goes. So the question, the answered question would be awarded as 2 marks. Pavana, please note the marks also.
Yeah, sure.
So Aarti, can we move on to the next question?
Yeah. Third question is what is the maximum percent C by the weight in hypoeutectoid steels? Option A, 0.8%. Option B, 0.5%. Option C, 1.2%. And option D, 0.7%.
Option A.
Yeah, correct. Correct.
So would you like to give an explanation for that?
How can you so sure option A without an explanation, Sarah? And Ritika, a small request, please don't reveal the answer until we ask to reveal the answer. Because sometimes we have to skip to the next team.
Explanation time up.
Okay, okay.
So okay, you have lost the time for explanation, so an extra points for that. 4 marks for this question. Note it down, Pavana.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So let's move on to the next question.
Which of the following rule is used to calculate the relative composition of solid and liquid material present in the mixture at any given temperature? Option A, phase rule. Option B, lever rule. Option C, time line rule. Option D, none of the above.
Your time starts now. So Sanjay has been answered B. So is the answer right, Ritika?
1 minute,
Yes,
Ritika.
right.
Okay, Sanjay, how can you so sure that the answer is B, liberal? Can we have any explanations? Sanjay? Okay, never mind. Pavana, cut out the time. Okay, this question got 4 marks. Note it down.
Okay. Go on to fifth question.
Any composition left and right of P will generate option A, excess of alpha and liquid. Option B, excess of liquid and option alpha. Option C, excess of liquid and beta. Option D, excess of beta and liquid.
Option A.
Sorry,
Option?
Sangeeta, we couldn't hear you properly. Can you come over that again?
Option A.
Option A. So do you have an explanation for that?
Yes, A excess because similarity right to P will give rise to the excess of liquid amount.
Yeah.
Is it relatable, Arti? Okay, we are providing 6 marks for this question. Congratulations, Sangeeta. Your explanation were right.
So this completes your 5 question, I guess.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Thank you.
Wonderful questions were taken by the questioning team because only one of them has got an additional point. Keep it up. and wonderful answering was given by the answering team. Your total score was 20. Thank you.
So let's move on to the next team. Aarti, would you share the next PDF? I mean PPT. So next team captain, would you like to come up? Team? Anyone from the team?
Which team it is? Who
Sanjay
are they?
Raghav, Sangeeta, Sara, Selva Yogesh, Sanjayam.
I think Selva Yogesh has left. Selva is not here.
Not even Sanjay Raghav is also not in the meet. So
Sanjay not here. Who else are they?
Sangeeta, Sara, Sanjayam.
But Sarah Jency just now she gave an answer.
Yes, sir, I will check.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. So carry on.
Sarah, but you just now gave answers from the previous team, right?
Now they are the questioning team, Ashwin. Nothing to be confused. They're on the right track.
Okay, fine, thank you. So let's move on to the first question.
Question number 1. Tony Stark's Infinity Gauntlet contains the following element, which is a superconductor which satisfies the BC theory. Option A, aluminium. Option B, rhodium. Option C, zinc. Option D, scandium. Option E, titanium.
Sarah, I would like to confirm how many players are playing from your team, Sarah. Can you please confirm over that?
I'm up.
Pavna, let's hold on for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll confirm, Ashwin.
Please name the players who are in the meet, please. Can you do that for me?
Yes. Sanjay Raghav, M. Sanjay, Sangeeta, myself, and Selva Yogesh.
It seems that Sanjay Raghav and Selva are not in the meet. So 3 of you are playing this, right?
Yeah.
So okay, you can start over it. Pavana, please restart the clock. So your time starts now.
Okay, question number 1. Should I read a question another time, Ashwin?
It
No,
will be
it's
fine,
okay.
Sarah. Please carry on.
Tony Stark's Infinity Gauntlet contains the following element, which is a superconductor which satisfies the BC theory. Option A, aluminium. Option B, rhodium. Option C, zinc. Option D, scandium. Option E, titanium.
Pavana, start the timer.
Yeah. Time up, guys.
Unfortunately, the answering team didn't get any points. Move on to the next question. Thank you.
Question number 2. Which of the following is the best superconductor? Option 1, nitrogen sulfide. Option 2, helium sulfide. Option 3, hydrogen sulfide. Option 4, titanium.
Option C, hydrogen sulfide.
Do you have any valid explanation for it, Soumya?
I think it has a high temperature. It's about 230 Kelvin.
Can someone check it out and explain it? Ashwin?
Sorry, Kirti, I was facing some network issues. So what happened over the period?
Okay, no problem. Sir, can you explain it, sir? Was that a valid explanation for her answer?
No, that's the explanation is wrong. Okay, so it cannot be 230 Kelvin. I'm not sure about that. We will see. Okay, so who said the question? So they should explain. Okay, so the questions which the question said if the answering team could not explain, let's make those who have said the question can explain that. Okay.
Can
So
anyone from Sarah team may proceed for explanation? Okay, if you tend to explain, we'll give you extra 10 points for your explanation. Sarah's team, jackpot. Give it a try. Sorry, we
If it
don't
is
get you,
wrong, negative
Sangeeta.
5 marks will be awarded.
Okay.
I
It's
think
just
that's
203 Kelvin.
not about only about the temperature, Sangeeta. We need some explained explanation. As also our professor was listening up to it, so we need
With superconductors which with zero resistance below a critical point it has and the second character is below is critical point is explain the magnetic field level, so it is superconductive.
Was that a valid explanation, sir?
I'm not pretty sure. I need to check it out. I'm not pretty sure. We will see. What she explained is okay. Okay, the explanation about a superconductor is fine, but still I'm doubtful about that critical temperature. Okay, 203 Kelvin for hydrogen sulfide. I'm not sure. We will check it out. We will
Sure,
check it.
sir.
Yeah.
Sangeeta, you're from Sarah's team, like the test series team.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We'll be revealing a mark soon. We'll jump on to the next question.
Kirti,
Question.
Yes, Pavana.
for last question, they are awarded only 2 marks, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Question number 3. The difference between fermions and bosons is that bosons do not obey dash. Option A, Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Option B, Hofbauer principle. Option C, Pauli's exclusion principle. Option D, Heisenberg uncertainty principle.
Option B and option C has been answered.
Option
Please.
C, because of its wave nature.
Thank you, Taslima. And the explanation time starts now.
Yeah, because of its wave nature, it cannot obey Pauli's exclusion. Also, fermions obey Pauli's exclusion because they get settled in one place, that atom. They get distributed in one by one.
Note down the marks, Pavana.
So which team is setting this question?
Sanjay Raghav team, sir.
Sanjay Raghu team. Okay. So I asked you to restrict yourself for this quiz program within our syllabus. Okay. So in yesterday's program, I think all of the questions were within our syllabus. Okay. So I don't know. Most of the questions today were. I feel it is a little bit away from our syllabus for this academic program. I think we could have restricted. Anyway, this is fine. We are learning. Okay. Anyway, that's fine. But that's why I said the questioning team should select questions from that particular unit, and then similarly it will come like a cycle. Okay. That is fine. Okay, now we carry on. We will see. Okay,
Yes,
carry
sir.
on.
The questioning team has flew through Marvel series too, sir. If you have noticed the first question.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
sir. They are talking about the Tony Stark and Iron Man stuff, sir.
yeah, that is fine. So we will have that kind of discussion one more day. Okay, as a special discussion. We're discussing with Karthik. Okay. So I'm also interested in that. Physics in general. I asked you somebody. I think physics in everyday life. Even I was planning to explain it. Other things. I'm not sure that I'm a Marvel character, but physics in movies. Okay, especially this Star Trek, Marvel, and all these series, Superman, and in this uh, Arnold movie. In many movies, they used to talk beyond the scope physics. We will discuss that later on. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, now we carry
sure.
on. Now,
We'll look through it in future.
we will do that on one day. Okay,
Sure,
fine.
sir. Sarah, next question, Sarah.
How much marks they awarded?
For the previous question, they have attended full mark of 6 marks. Taslima had given a valid explanation. Congrats, Taslima.
Question number 4. The semiconductor coils of the maglev vehicles are cooled by option 1 liquid nitrogen, option 2 liquid helium, option 3 liquid hydrogen, option 4 lithium.
So the options has been given as 2. Is that option right, Sarah?
Okay, wait up, Sarah. Okay, any explanation for that, Subhashree?
It is because of its physical nature, like low temperature and non-volatile nature make lithium helium to ideal to cool.
So why can't liquid nitrogen used in it?
Compared to liquid helium, liquid nitrogen maybe have a high temperature. I think.
You sure about it?
Maybe I'm not sure about it, but liquid helium
That's
is
good.
low
That's good.
temperature.
That's good. Liquid nitrogen, the temperature is 75 Kelvin. I think for liquid helium it will go up to 2 Kelvin. That's good. Good, Subhashi.
So, okay, Subhashini, you have been awarded a total of 6 marks for this question. Pavana, please note the marks. Can we move on to the next question?
Yeah, this was asked already. Yeah,
Sarah, you're going backwards, Arti.
going back. Yeah.
Stop.
Question number 5. Among this, which is the wrong statement about concept of hole? Option A, the mobility of hole is smaller than that of electron. Option B, carries a unit positive charge. Option C, energy of a hole is high as compared to that of electron. Option D, has a different magnitude of charge as that of electron.
So the option has been given as D. So anyone has any explanations for that?
Yes. Can I say Ashwin?
Of course, Taslima.
So holes and holes are positive in charge, and it is descriptively given that holes have a negative charge. Opposite charge to that of electron, but both the magnitudes are same. Both electrons and holes have same magnitude. It's descriptive. It's given.
Sir, can we take this take that as an positive explanation, sir?
Like the polarity is different, but magnitudes are same.
But answer D says as a different magnitude.
Yes, sir. That is the wrong answer, sir.
Yeah. But the first is correct. The mobility of the whole.
Unfortunately, for the explanation, you got 2 marks and your last 4 marks for the answer. So the total marks is 2. Pavana, note it down.
What is the answer? Correct answer? Actually, I didn't understand. Why is it reduced?
It has been reduced for the wrong option, Taslima.
What?
Taslima is saying that the charge of the electron is equivalent to the magnitude, but in the option they are given that different. No, that's what she is coming to
What
say.
is the wrong statement about concept hole? It's actually the question is actually clear there.
We have explained for the right statement. Am I right, Taslima?
Like I have explained for the wrong statement. The answer. What is the answer actually? Answer D. I'm right.
Okay, no problem. So you got 6 points for this question.
Yeah. Check it, Kirti.
Small confusion, Taslima.
Totally
We won't
20
let
marks.
it make again. 20 marks. Thank you, Pavana. Wonderful job, the answering team, and good choice of question, the question team. Thank you.
Yeah, so let's move on to the next team. Aarti, can you change the PPT? So anyone from the team?
Yes. Yes, Ashwini. I'll read the questions.
Okay, Taslima. So answering team, be ready. So Taslima, you can start.
Yes. So, as doping to a pure semiconductor increases, the bulk resistance of the semiconductor, option A decreases, option B increases, option C remains the same, option D none of the above.
Option A, decrease.
Option
Any explanations for that?
Pavana, please note the time.
Pavana?
Time up for explanation already.
Thank you. So they got 4 marks for this question. Move on to the next question.
The strength of a semiconductor crystal comes from electron pair bonds, force between protons, force between nuclei, none of the above.
Option
So
A.
your time starts now. Can you answer? Kuyavan, can you come over that again?
Option A.
Option A. Do you have any explanations for that?
No.
So, okay, can you reveal the answer, Aarti? So the answer is A. Okay, so you have been awarded 4 marks for this question. Pavana, note down the marks and moving on to the next question.
At absolute temperature, an intrinsic semiconductor has option A many free electrons, option B a few free electrons, no option C no holes or free electrons, option D many holes.
So Vishnupriya has been answered as option C. So do you have any explanations for that, Vishnupriya? So no explanations. Aarti, can you reveal the answer, please? So the option is C, right? You have been given 4 marks for this question. So can we move on to the next question, please?
When a pure semiconductor is heated, its resistance, option A, remains the same, option B, can't say, option C, goes up, option D, goes down.
Goes down.
So, okay, so two of you has
Because
answered as
because
goes
of the
down.
when temperature is raised, I can explain, Ashwin.
Okay, go on, Vasant.
When the temperature is raised, some covalent bond in the semiconductor, the break to the terminal energy supplied.
Sorry, Vasant, I cannot get you. Can you come over that again?
Yeah, sure, Ashwin. When the temperature is raised, some covalent bond in a semiconductor break due to the terminal supply.
Kirti, can we take that as a valid explanation? Or sir, can we take that as a
Also,
valid
electrons in
explanation?
the conduction band goes to the valence band. Insufficient answer.
So, Vasant,
what he is saying is correct, but it is not to the question here. But why the resistance? It's the resistance, whether it was increasing. But what Vasant is explaining is correct, but not to the point. Anyway, that's fine.
Insufficient
So
answer.
Vasant, you would be given 2 marks for that question, Vasant.
Okay, Ashwin.
Can you come over that again? 2 marks for explanation or the overall 2 marks? I don't get
Overall
it.
2 marks, Kirti.
Overall 2 marks.
Okay, thank you.
So this is your last question, team.
At room temperature, an intrinsic silicon crystal acts approximately as A. A piece of copper wire, and B. An insulator, C. A conductor, D. A battery.
Udaya has answered as option B. Do you have any explanations for that? So no explanations. Can we reveal the answer, Ati? So option is right. So you get 4 marks for this question.
Check the band diagram. Uday Ishwari. At 0 Kelvin, how the band diagram of the silicon will. Okay, so that is the explanation. Who prepared these questions? That was nice, good. Which team prepared this question? Very good. That was nice. Good.
The questions were picked by Soumya, sir. Soumya ji.
Okay, great. Okay, fine. Anyway, that is fine.
So can we move on to the next one?
The previous 2 batches, I was expecting something like that. Anyway, that was good. That was in general. Anyway, that is okay. We will see. Okay, now do you have one more team now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, the last team is up now.
Okay, fine.
Pavana, can you reveal their marks again?
18 marks.
Thank you, Pavana.
So anyone from the team?
Yes, Ashwin.
So okay, the answering team, be ready.
So the question number 1, unit of retentivity is option A, Weber, option B, ampere, option C, Weber per square meter, option D, ampere turns per meter.
Option C.
So okay,
Wonderful answer, Pechi. Do you have any explanation for that?
Unit of retentivity க்கு என்ன explanation? I don't know. But அது formula மாதிரி தானே?
And the
You
formula
have
was
to know
given
before you have to talk.
It's
So,
formula, guys. How we can do
If you explain what is retentivity, that will give the definition of retentivity. The unit comes from the definition, right? If you explain what is retentivity, then it is fine. Anyway, it's good. You can remember it's like a formula, so that's fine. What is retentivity?
Pechi, even the formula would do the needful, Pechi. You can even just say the formula also.
The retentivity is the ability of a substance to retain or resist a magnetization frequently measured as the strength of magnetic field that remains in the sample after the removal of inducing field, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Google. Sorry, thank you, Pechi. You got 6 marks for it. Thank you. Moving on
I
to
don't
the
know
next
why
question.
you are doing like this, Kirtivasan. I'm saying your answer correct or wrong. Why you Google if you're saying this? I don't know what.
Sorry for it. I'm not here for a fight. Thank you.
That's fine. Okay. Carry on.
So let's move on to the next question.
What's the mark for last question?
It's 6 pair, Pavana.
So question number 2, dash polarization is the fastest polarization. Option A, electronic polarization. Option B, space charge polarization. Option C, ionic polarization. Option D, orientation polarization. Option A, electronic polarization.
Explanation time starts.
Yeah, it refers to the separation of positive charge and the center of negative charge. So the separation can cause electropolarization. So it becomes fastest polarization.
And the main reason is electrical resistance is also present. So it causes
high electric field.
Why not ionic?
One minute, I have a question for Pavana. Pavana, I think yesterday we presented this question, right? I think so. Like our team presented.
I don't remember this question has been asked. But that's fine.
Polarization. Oh, thank you, Pavana. Thank you for the clarification.
Insufficient answer.
I think the answer is correct. The
Sir, but they failed to compare, sir, with other options. Why?
No, let's not. That will be a part B question now. Okay, so if she tries to explain, if we are trying to explain everything, like all the four polarization, and if you want to keep on checking others, then it will be a tedious process. Okay. So anyway, it's up to you.
No problem, Pavana. Go with full marks.
So,
Okay. 6 marks, huh?
Yes, yes, Pavana.
Okay.
Wonderful options answering team. Keep it up.
Next question.
So question number 3. When there is an increase in temperature, change does not occur in option A, orientational polarization, option B, ionic polarization, option C, electronic polarization, option D, both B and C, and option E, both A and B.
Option D, both B and C.
Explanation time starts.
போலரைசேஷன் இண்டிபெண்ட் ஆஃப் டெம்பரேச்சர், அதுவும் இல்லாம டைபோல் மூமெண்ட் வந்து ரெண்டுத்துலயுமே இதுவா இருக்கும். ஸோ அதனால வந்து ரெண்டுமே வந்து சொல்லுவாங்க டெம்பரேச்சர் வந்து சேஞ்ச் ஆகாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ரெண்டுமே வந்து டெம்பரேச்சர் டிபெண்ட் பண்ணி இருக்காது.
Formula for that?
Yeah, you should tell the formula. In the formula, it is temperature independent. If you know the formula, it is
You
fine.
missed to tell that. 2 marks will be awarded. Next question.
Question number 4. The hysteresis phenomenon in ferromagnetic materials exists at all temperature. Option A, false, or option B, true?
Option A, false.
Explanation time
If you have explanation, you may go on with it.
ஃபெரோமேக்னெட்டிக் வந்து டெம்பரேச்சர் வந்து பியூர் டெம்பரேச்சர் கீழே தான் வந்து எக்ஸிட் ஆகும்.
It does not exist in all the temperature.
Yeah.
Pechi, I would like to interrupt a bit. You have been answering for all the questions. This shows this contradicts our rules, right? You know, a person could not answer more than twice.
Pechi, excuse me, Pechi.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
No problem, sir.
Ashwin.
But one point to be noted, Pechi told this rule. So I think we don't need to say this rule again to her because she introduced this rule. That's why he asked Ashwin. No problem. No problem with that, sir.
Sir, no, sir. They didn't say the question room, sir. If they said I won't answer, sir. So
No.
in our class, Rizwan also not came, sir. Praveen, I don't know, sir.
No, wait.
And
That's okay, Pechi. You can come again.
We have found, we have framed a group. It is not like one person should answer everything. Okay, anyone can answer. So we are asking only one student is asking. Okay, so that is fine. If in a group there is only one person, so what she can do? Okay, so let's not put that as a rule. Okay, Ashwin,
That's fine, sir. That's fine.
HML has put that yesterday. I haven't noticed that. That is why I formed as a group like 5 students. Maybe 1 or 2 may not take part. For example, today few are absent. Some of them have gone for a re-exam. Okay, so we could not put that as a rule. Okay, and also on this question. For some questions, there are 5 options, and this question has 2 options. So that the questioning team also should always have 4 options per answer. So that we should make it. Okay, that is fine. Okay, carry on.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll up to our words. We'll give you 6 marks for this question. Thank you, Pechi.
Last question. Which of the following has the negative susceptibility? Option A, paramagnetic materials. Option B, diamagnetic materials. Option C, ferromagnetic materials.
diamagnetic materials.
Explanation time starts.
Which repels magnetic field and susceptibility வந்து diamagnetic materialsல வந்து நெகட்டிவ். அதுவும் இல்லாம அது வந்து ரிப்பிள் ஆகும் மேக்னெட்டிக் ஃபீல்டில் வந்து அது வந்து ரிப்பிள் ஆகும் அப்படின்றதுக்காக வந்து நெகட்டிவ் சசப்டிபிலிட்டின்னு சொல்கிறோம்.
Most insufficient answer, please. Formula for susceptibility is mu minus 1. In diamagnetic material, dipole moment is not permanent, so mu can't be get in எடுத்துக்க முடியாது, அதனால -1 மட்டும் தான் இருக்கும், நெகட்டிவ். This is the answer. Sorry for this. I'll
It's
give
okay.
only 2 marks.
It's okay.
Can you reveal the total marks, Pavana?
22 marks.
Thank you, Pavana. So now can you reveal all the other teams' marks? It would be very helpful for all other teams who have been listening this quiz competition.
First team will be in 20 marks. Second team also 20 marks. Third team, Vishnupriya team, is 18 marks. And last Pechi team is 22 marks.
Thank you, Pavana. Now Ashwin may continue with this ending speech.
So thank you, Kirti, and this completes our program here today. So I would like to thank sir for giving this opportunity, for making this happen, and all the participants, congratulations on your marks. And sorry for the inconvenience, and especially for the Pechi's team for interrupting you while answering. And
That's fine. That's fine. So it all went well. That is fine. So the only thing I'm having the first two batches. I don't know who said the question. It was slightly beyond our syllabus, our hope for this quiz program, and also the marking system. You have differentiated. So now we will think of how to compare the marks of yesterday's program and today's program. And who said this hydrogen sulfide, the critical temperature is 203. I just now checked in Google and that is correct. 203 is the critical temperature for hydrogen sulfide. That is fine. That is correct. We will see. Anyway, these are all kind of learning things. So we will discuss those questions, those general questions like bosons, fermions, and then that a Marvel character somewhere Kirtivasan was mentioning. Okay, so those things we will discuss if time permits after the model exam. Some apart from our class hours, we will discuss that later. Okay, so general thing. Anyway, that went on well. Thank you so much. Thank you for organizing. Thank you, Kirtivasan, Ashwin, Artistry, and Bhavana for conducting this quiz program. And thanks for all the participants who have made these questions and then answered also. That was fun. Okay, so now we know that many students are interested in physics, not only on the syllabus, beyond the syllabus also, and that's what we need. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so thank you all. Just a minute, I will stop this recording and then